Okay. Hair's all fluffy today. I can see it. I can. It's not just in my head. On my head, yes. There we go. Had to send a message. So one thing I do really like Galaxy here. This little life and death thing, actually, now that I've been doing it for a while. Um, but the only problem is, of course, it doesn't exactly fit. Like my coordinates don't necessarily work with it. My border works with it. And then like if I do some sort of nice little answer here, when it goes to the next problem, sometimes the board changes sizes. Was this an end game problem? Okay. So yeah. Did the volume change? No, the volume's still the same. Okay. It sounded louder in my because this is probably louder. That makes more sense. Yeah, and so yeah, I really like these problems. They're kind of interesting so far. This one I'm guessing is just all about this answer to the monkey jump. I don't know why this is in this section of problems. Yeah, the only thing that seems a little bit weird so far with these problems is like not this one. Oh, there's pushes and stuff. Okay, okay. Like the last one is like a really easy problem. This one, you're like, oh wait, there's more to it. Maybe I should think about it. I didn't wanna, but maybe I could. I guess if I push here, he should answer, because when I do this one, this is not necessarily alive yet. And then if he answered, can I press try? Does that work? Yeah, yeah. If he answered this way, what's the thing going on? Hmm. This is what I'm wondering with this answer. There's like this one here, and I can still potentially capture this. So he has to connect. Okay. That seems better for white than the actual one. Anyway, let me go over to OGS here. Um, there we go. There's my friend. I played Anya. I've won 0 out of 1 games against Frenchie. I don't remember what happened last time. Let's challenge here. Let's do okay, so he's thinking like a 1 minute main time with the 30 seconds. I'll do 30 seconds because that's easier for me with the 3 periods. Okay, cool. Then I have to adjust this real quick. Let me see, send challenge. Then I'll mess with the other thing a little bit more. Okay. Oh, nice. He ended up as black. Anyway, let me mess with this. Today's my first win. I've lost like 15 games in a row on Taichung. Oh no, that's too good. That's too good. All right, all right. I wasn't even looking at my chat because I had other stuff open. Anyway, have fun. I'm just going to play 4/4s. There we go. He's doing the same thing that I think Brandon was doing a little bit. But in this case, I think I preferred approaching low here. I think it doesn't really matter too much. It's going to be a faster game. So we'll see what we get here. Let's do this one. Oh, just answer. Oh, and play low. Interesting. So I don't really want to pincer this tightly, I think. If I do here, he does get 2 spaces, though. If he does want to play from the other side. But I think it's still probably worth playing all the way. And then I'm not sure the best way to handle these sorts of situations. Just jumping would be fine. If he kicks and I go down, there's a little bit of awkwardness. But I think I want to go for the corner a little bit first and see what he does. If he stays connected, then I can attach here and get a little bit of extra strength to eventually come over here to this group and press it a little bit. If he blocks, I think there's like push and this. I think this move still kind of works a little bit because it allows me to push out and do stuff. And Hane into the corner. If I extend, I do have the push and Hane and block, and there is some cutting points, but I think I want to try to, as I said, make this a little bit of a stronger group first. That was him, okay. Thought I clicked, but I guess I didn't. There we go. I do wonder if anyone is online early in the morning like this. But this is actually the same sort of variation I played before. I think I liked this, where if he takes the corner, I get to play this one. I didn't check if AI liked it, though. Should be fine, probably. Okay. So since he's doing this one, I can push still to separate. But it's also really big to take the corner. So I'm going to take the corner. Because I can take the points, and then if he connects, I can reduce from a distance and just treat this group lightly. Because he does owe one more move here to try to connect everything out. Oh, this one then. I'm tempted to just take the corner still. Now if he jumps in...
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
But I think right now, I think he should have played on the outside, so I want to play the outside first. If he jumps now, I think it's too good for me to jump out. And I've already gotten some eye space here and gotten rid of the territory. I think maybe a good way for him to play would be to Atari and peep. But he did not do that. Hmm.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3。
I wouldn't mind. I was thinking about defending the outside, but I feel like that would give him the push. So I wouldn't mind blocking here, potentially haunting in the corner. And then I can just jump here. Instead of playing too close to him, I wanna jump over here instead. Go do this one. Either one should be fine. Just going out towards the center. So the question is, if he comes this way, is this annoying for me? It's a little bit annoying. So I do probably want to answer. The purpose of leaning here is to jump out as far as possible. So I think this is perfectly fine. Okay. This does definitely make me want to play this right away, which I think I will. Playing over here is also good to potentially build this side, but I feel like this is a little close, so I want to play here. I think it was probably better for him to either approach all the way and use this to fight in some way versus playing here, or at least play a little bit closer. It's probably the feeling I get, at least. I don't like the kick there. Because now when I jump here, it's a little awkward for him. Because now I can invade still. And it seems like there's enough space for this to be attacked in some way. So I feel like he needs like one more move. And that's just slightly awkward. So even though this sort of secures territory a little bit more, it's usually better to either attach over the top or to do like a knight's move. But there's nothing really necessarily wrong. And then here, I feel like he can push, he can Atari me, I connect, and he can peep here and jump in the corner. So I want to fix the peep while also getting rid of some of his eye shape here. Now my group should basically just be alive locally. And I only have this one potential weak group. Yeah, I figured he might want to peep, but wasn't sure what he was going to do. I think I understand the idea, but probably just jumping is maybe also fine here, but I think that's okay. I'm not going to worry about the group for now because I have this open 3-3 here. And I don't really want to have to block any special way, so I want to do this move here. Sort of close off the corner a little bit. This is a good question. Do I block the corner or do I block the outside? I think on this board, I want to block the corner. He already has some stuff towards the outside here. It makes it easier for him to shoulder hit. So if I block the corner, this also strengthens towards this side here. And in this case, I'm going to prevent him from getting a base. I think he should have taken the base. The left side's not territory for me. Now it could be.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I'm going to answer for now and let him jump out. If he pushes, then maybe I'll honey over the top. This just makes it so that if he does go into the corner to try to do like a ko here, I can likely answer in a different way. And so here I want to go over the top, I think. Not worry about this, it's territory. And then just keep everything connected. So he has a little bit of Aji with this group.
7、6、5、4、3、2。
So I'm going to come over the top and see what he does. Just cut him off. While threatening to go inside. Does this still work? A peep here. I can push, cut. If he just connects, there is Aji here.
10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1。
I'm just going to surround for now. Block here. Definitely can't let him connect up. There we go. He went back to live. And so now we can push. Sort of connect up this entire center area. Make it fairly solid. I can probably just do a knight's move now. That should be good enough. If he plays another move here, I should be fine. If he doesn't, then this will be a really big move. Hmm. That seems a little bit far. This tiny amount here is not too important. So can I cut? If I do this one, pushes here, I connect.
10、9、
It's a little awkward.
8、7、
This one,
6、5、4、3、2、1。
let's try this one. The other one didn't work. He can just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. This one at least has some sort of chance to potentially break into his area. We'll find out. So I was going to cut here first. Fiataris, I connect, pushes, I block, cuts here. Looks like I can just attach. Purpose is to break into here. So we'll see what happens. I'm not worried about this tiny amount of territory here. Mostly worry about the other side. Okay. So it doesn't want me to break in. His group should already be alive, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. I probably will really want to connect here because this push does have a lot of Aji. So I will just connect solidly. So now he's going to try for the kill over here. But I think I can just block, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. He has to connect here. Then can I Hane, or do I have to just extend? He throws in, I connect. That should be fine still. So I'll just Hane. Extending is probably better. But there is a lot of Aji in this position. So just be a little bit careful. Oh, he's going to throw in right away. I think that one is a mistake. Yeah, I needed this move to make sure I'm alive. I think if he turned, there was more Aji for me here. But now I think I'm just alive. Ah. So now he's going to go into here. If I do this one, I guess I want to do it from this side now. No, not this side. This one's no good. I want to do it from this side. He does this one. Goes up here. This cutting is protected.
10、9、8、7、 6
Or I could block
5
here and go from here as
4
well.
3 2
Let's do it that way. I think that's a little bit more solid. Yeah, I do think he had a chance there. The Hane was bad. Let's block here. We can just push here. And then we can just throw in.
あなたの勝ち
Ah, there we go. Snake on top. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, instead of the throw in. Yes, thank you for the game. Yeah, I was saying instead of the throw in, you could actually turn here. I realized that after I hane it. I thought it might be fine, but I realized it's probably not fine. Yeah, this was the move here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I should have I got a little greedy. I should have just extended, and then I'm alive. I thought, oh, Hane's probably fine. He probably has to block because his group's not alive yet. I'm like, oh wait, no, he's connected. There's all this stuff here. Never mind. Yeah. But according to the AI thing, let me turn it on. If you do kill, you can be ahead by about 8 points. So if you turn here, so it just depends on if I can get 8 points in end game, which is possible. Possible. Then when you started thinking, I was a little worried. I was like, oh. uh Yeah, this is typically how you want to do this sort of kill. You want to leave the weakness locally and take away the eye from the outside first. You always want to start with the outside move, if you can. Yeah, I saw that. Now that you see the shape, yeah, exactly. If there was if this move wasn't here and I had to move down here, maybe it's not good because there's probably a possibility of me trying to connect up or something, but right now it should all be blocked and there shouldn't be too much Aji here. Even if you just back off here, like this is potentially not even going to be a problem. So it's likely to be fine, and you don't even have to back off. I think you can just block too. So it's unlikely to be a big deal for you. No, bottom right is too late for Ko. It's too late. Because I have this and something on this side, there's no Ko in the corner now. What you can do though is that you're able to let me go back to the move tool. With R3 and S4. Let me see. This one here. I believe I can just go down here and this is no good. If you block, I can just block directly because this is the dead shape here. So you'd have to go out towards the center somehow. And it would just depend on if you could live here. But I don't know if I want to do that move necessarily. I think I can also do this one. I'm not sure the best move. But I know something here should be able to kill it. But, oh yeah, okay. So if I do block the outside and you hane, I should be able to throw in and then block. because of being able to connect up here or play over here. Because this should be... there's some Aji there. There's some Aji if you play this way. If I try to prevent the Ko to a large extent. So maybe it's this move I have to play. Yeah, just something along these lines. Because you have the possibility of connecting underneath, this might be the right type of idea to try to get something locally. It's better to use the Aji here in the corner. So like, if I block this way, you might still be able to use something over here too. I think this is technically the move that I can play as well. I think there's some Aji there. Yeah. So it's a trade-off though, right? So it just depends on if you're okay with that trade. You can potentially live in the corner in exchange for giving up something over here. Yeah. But with this one's just dead. Because I'm too strong here, there's no weakness for me. I think there were like, there's one thing that I think you probably did wrong. Only really one thing in this game that I think you really did wrong. I think you wanted to connect on the top. I don't know if AI will agree. You can just push as well. Just sort of connect on the top, sort of keep your groups connected. And then it was a similar thing later on too. It was a little bit later. Yeah. When I do this one, you should jump out first, because I'm not going to play this now. And now you have like a really, really strong shape on the left side. You're just fine, and this area is still open. So you want to jump out first, which is the same idea as connecting on the top. Take the strength in the center first. If I back off here, you can push, and then even slide still if you want to. Because now I have no potential in the center, right? I might be able to get something on this left side, but there's no potential in the center. And you can still slide in here. And still turn and do other stuff, yeah. You didn't want to play e4 on second thought? Yeah. But since you did, since you already did play it, you probably want to jump out. It's better to come down to the bottom right away. I agree. Even if it's this far, you still have nice potential in the bottom. Even just this one or this one, any of these are good. But since you turned, you should jump first before going to settle or trying to do anything. Because I probably played a little bit too soft here. Because if I just take the outside, this is slightly better shape for me in this case. But I think the outside was a little bit more important because I still at least have this potential weak group as well. So I probably can't do this as well because of the weak group. Like this group's isolated now as well. Anyway. And then the last mistake, I think. Well, I made the mistake on top, which was bad. But the last mistake here, probably this one. There's no need to do this yet. Because right now there's also this into here, right? There's no life on top. So now when I jump out, maybe you want this move later. Or maybe you can get something over here. Or maybe you want to leave this and not worry about it. Yeah. This is sort of thing. Yeah, this is the sort of thing you want to do as soon as possible. Yeah. I decided to play towards the center instead of taking the life, the guaranteed life. So this becomes really big right away. You can even peep first if you want to instead of doing this Atari. So that way you don't lose the liberty. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I guess that was the only real problem with the game is that you didn't follow up on your own moves. Yeah, yeah. That was the main issue. Because even now, before taking this, it still actually seems pretty good for me just to come here right away. But I think this is big enough that it's fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this feel pretty big, this area here. Okay, okay. It's too early to panic about that, right? At this point in the game, it's all just about uh yeah, you're not really behind yet. It's way too early. Right now is you should only be thinking of like, oh, can I attack this group? Okay. Looks like I can do at least a little bit of an attack. The group's not necessarily alive yet. Uh and then I'm gonna be able to take some territory on this side or something, right? A minute later I punched it in 19. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Later. Yeah, this one here. Later on. Yeah, let's see what the AI thing says. It says 3.6. Let's see what the enable AI review. Yeah, after I got this here, this was no good. This is where he panicked for real, yeah. Yeah, just push here. I'm gonna take this center area, but you at least get to get something over here. Right? It's a trade. And so I'm probably going to yeah, take this in some way. But yeah. It's just a trade here. You get something and I get something. Probably can do something over here first, but it is big, but it should be fine. You just have to count it. I'm probably a little bit ahead, but I'm not going to be like super far ahead. I think you actually do a really good job overall. What's the problem you have on Taijim and stuff, or on OGS as 4Q? Like, what's the problem you have here? I know that like one of my problems is like if I'm not playing someone who's playing reasonable moves, I have a harder time. So maybe it's a similar idea. Die a lot? Oh, okay. So that just seems like you make mistakes like I do right here. Groove cut in the late middle game. Okay. So yeah, you probably make these types of mistakes. I can push here first, I guess, yeah. Then you have to eventually connect and then I can live. But yeah. Turn the A back off, that's annoying me. There we go. Yeah, so it's just like a sort of sloppy. So you're just playing a little sloppy. Okay. Because honestly, like, even though I don't agree with some of your moves here, like they're not consistent, you know. I do think that you still got territory here. You still made sure to get territory in a couple places. You're still focused on making sure I don't lose all my, like, I don't have a bunch of territory. And the games are pretty close. I don't know how end game will change it, but at least for the early middle game and stuff, you seem to do perfectly fine. I think even the other game we played, it was the same. You did perfectly fine in the whole game. I don't remember what happened and how I lost. I probably blocked it out of my memory. But uh yeah, you seem like you're perfectly fine in a lot of regards. So yeah, sloppiness. Sloppiness is annoying. That's probably where Sumego comes in a little bit. Do you make sure to do your Sumego? That's one of the problems I have is the sloppiness too. Can I do this one? Not anymore. Yeah, that might help a little bit. See, got it right. Yay. Yeah, that might be the thing to look out for. Do you just not have time since you work? I know that's why we decided to play early in the morning, right? So, okay. Lacking motivation. Oh, okay, okay. That's a separate issue then, yeah. I know that like uh okay, I know that like playing me or playing someone like Ben, the games are probably going to be a lot closer. Yeah, it's not so much Go related, yeah. But I know like playing someone like us, the game's going to be a lot closer throughout the entire game because we don't care as much about getting a large advantage. Uh yeah, that's just like sometimes you just have to yeah, fix your life a little bit before you can get better at something. Doesn't really matter what it is. Because it does look like you have potential to probably like what rank are you on Taijim or Fox right now? I think you could probably get to 5 Dan pretty easily. As long as your reading is strong enough to make sure you can punish like what I did later. Like if you could punish those mistakes easily. Or like in the center when you decided to you double rank down from 2 Dan. Oh, okay. Like in the center when you decide to do this one instead of like playing here or just jumping. This one, as I said, was just a trade. This is still possible. Rage playing and losing. That makes sense. I've done that before. This one, as I said, this one's possible because it's just trading, as I showed later. But something like this one, or just jumping, of course, is better for reducing right away. But if you could make sure you read this out correctly, where we got the trade. I'm just playing this because it's the simplest way to show it. I might be able to Hane or something. But if you could read this out and decide that this was fine, then you'd probably be fine in a lot of games. Hmm. Okay, okay, yeah. I mean, this ended up being in danger, but it was a mistake in danger instead of actually in danger. uh, and then just being a little more flexible. If you want to do this one, you have to be able to give something up. But every game that I've seen you play, I think you do a good job. Yeah. I think it was a fun game. Thank you as well. 30 seconds. The reason I did 30-second Biomi is because that's way more comfortable than 20-second. Yeah. I think those types of games are fun like that. Yeah, fast and fun. You gotta go back to work, right? I hope you can hope you can fix some of the kids' birthday parties. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you said you sometimes go back. Okay, okay. I guess those are important. I hope you have fun today. I hope your kids have fun as well. I'm just gonna play on Galaxy and stuff for a little bit. Hello, God King. I don't know what time zone you're in, but if you're in the same time zone as me, good morning. Oh yeah, I just have these. Oh, EST. Oh, it's getting closer to noon for you. I just have these on YouTube right away. Yeah, just rewatch it live. I haven't. I'm not sure if I want to actually post the games as videos yet. But yeah, I think for now I'm just keeping them as uh, live replay stuff. It's one of the reasons why I decided to stick with YouTube a little bit more. And you gotta stream again, Frenchie. I don't remember last time you streamed. You gotta do that some more. I mean, you may have streamed like yesterday or the day before, and I wouldn't have known because I don't go to Twitch anymore. But you need to stream. uh, Let me turn off these real quick. There we go. I'm gonna do a couple more of these because I am really liking this. It seems like you do need sort of an international phone number in order to even register for this website, like in order to receive like an international text or something like that. But um, or you get a friend to help you who has one. But I like it so far. It's not. I guess a little bit easier than this one. It's a little bit easier than 101 Wei Chi, but overall pretty good. If I do this, you can throw in here, right? So you got to play this one. Because this one is supposed to be like a two-down problem. And this is not really that hard. And then sometimes you'll run into one that's actually really hard. So it's just weird. Like this might be a ko. Looks cool though. Yeah, it does. I don't want to do this one. This looks like it's like ko. As I said, this seems like ko. Well, there's lots of other stuff, so I'm gonna click on stuff and see how it goes. But see what other stuff is available. This seems like the right type of idea. Oh no, I don't need to connect. That was my bad. I just clicked that right away. I just play the outside. That's the problem I have with Sume Go online, is I'll just click instead of play the proper move. I just click, 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 click. So I try to like other Sume Go stuff there. I can do this one. If he backs off here, I can throw in. If they connect, I hane here, and it is a ko. If I do this one, they have to block here, then I can hane. So this one looks like there's a weakness in the shape, right? If I push, they have to connect. So if I play here and they do this one, then I can throw in here. Atari, they capture, they have an eye here. So it looks like I can either attach here first or just play here first. Looks like play here is not right. So let's attach. and do this ko instead. Looks like it wants this one. Let's try here. Let's click try. If I play this one first, and this ko feels like it's better for me because I get to capture first. Oh, I pressed previous. Try. There we go. And he can't connect because this just works. Right, this is dead. I pressed previous again. I did it again. See, I gotta remember. But there's a go back button. There's a go back button. There we go. There we go. Press the go back button this time. Yeah. So I wonder why it doesn't want this one. Is there a reason why this ko is worse than the other one? Because you can't do this one either, right? Someday I'll get the hang of Sumego. Yeah, that's something I'm actually working on a little bit. Something that'll potentially help people with Sumego, because like one of the things like with this problem, I said that this is potentially the move right away, and it's because I know that this is a common sequence, right? This is like a shape, a common shape for a ko in the corner. But if you've never seen it before, then you might have a harder time thinking about this, right? You'd have a hard time thinking about this move at 2. Maybe if you played this one first, you could then think of 2. Which would be 4 now, right? But it seems like there's just like a group of shapes that anyone can learn and actually memorize, which would be important. And after you've memorized those shapes, then a lot of these corners Sumego end up becoming very easy because you already know what the end result should look like. So that's something I'm sort of working on putting together. Then there's stuff like this where it's not about that at all. This is like a symmetry thing where you're trying to reduce the eye space. But this is something you can learn too, right? This is a play on the point of symmetry. If you do this one, let me go to try. There we go. If you do this one and they connect, then this is just a seki shape. If you peep and try to cut or something, yeah, either side should be fine. Atari on either side. So you just need to know that this part's alive to know that you need to play here. So I just wonder if there's a good way of teaching like this sort of move too. But for now, I'm just doing this. Should I do this one first? Atari, he captures. I do this one. He's just dead. Yay. And then some of it is just strictly reading. Like this is, I'm reading the vital point. I need to reduce this. So I Atari, and I connect underneath. I think I can live like this one. Because that gives me an eye here, and it gives me an eye over here. Can I live any other way? If he pushes through, then I lose a lot of eye shape. So it feels like I want to do this one. But so it feels like to me like it's like there are shapes you can learn. And after you've learned those shapes, things are easier. And then there's techniques that you learn. And when you learn those techniques, life and death becomes easier. Maybe, right? And then there's a experience. You have to do like a lot of really easy problems for a long until you get used to all the techniques and the shapes. This one, let me see. There's an eye here. I don't think I have to worry about this side at all. Make this eye. They do that. I throw in. If I throw in, then they can't take my liberties away from me. So this is an important eye-making tesuji. Because they take my liberties, there's nothing they can do here. So I need to connect here to make sure the code doesn't work. Yeah, I think a lot of Sumigo is actually experience after a while. Because when you've made the mistake here of thinking the Sumigo is done, then you play away. I guess I gotta go to try. And you play away, and they do this ko. All of a sudden, you're like, oh no, can't connect. I made a serious mistake. So making these mistakes is often really important for learning all this stuff too. Those mistakes happen in a real game though. Let's go to the next problem. And like this is just like a common shape thing too. I can just back off or capture anything here. I don't see. I can do whatever I want here. I'll back off. Huh. It's interesting. Am I trying to save this stone? This one? This one? No, this one. Into this one. Yeah. I like this idea. Yeah, this problem is strictly about liberties. If he takes liberties, like an Atari, and I take liberties first. So it's all about figuring out the liberties. So the question is, can he do this one? It's no, not enough liberties as well. Of course, underneath, not enough liberties. I think that's like the two important things to learn: capture races and life and death. In a real game, I could imagine someone just playing here right away and not even thinking about it. When you could actually do something like this to capture this side. A blind spot to capture races. Yeah, capture races are they're actually really hard. They're harder than they seem. You sort of have to train yourself to look at them. There is a book about it too. It's like I mean I have two books about it. It was The Theory and Practice of Simi-Eye, and the other one is it's like winning and counting capture races, or it's a Richard Hunter capture race book. Can't remember what that one's called. Oh, counting liberties and winning capturing races. There we go. I think that's what it is. But it's really like actually very complicated. So you just have to train yourself to think about the liberties. Like in this case, this can't be the answer, because that doesn't get me anything on the outside. Like if white plays there first, I've not lost or gained anything really. That's like a 1-point move. So now I know that I probably have to look at the liberties. Yeah, it's a very dense book though, the Richard Hunter book, Counting Liberties and Winning Capturing Races. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's a very dense book, so it's hard to read. But it seems like the only one that's out there right now. But it's really important information. Ah, this one's tricky. Okay. Normally I'd say this is like a ko thing. So it looks like I want to play this way. I'm gonna try to come out and make it into a ko. But is that the best? Because if I push, he just hanes. This is, I connect, he can just extend down. And I still need to capture, I still need a couple, there's another liberty problem. So I need to make as many liberties as possible. So it feels like the only way to do that is to jump and make a ko. But I don't know. It's like this one's a hard one for me. There's a liberty problem that I'm not sure of. Like maybe I can't just connect. I don't think I can just do this one. If I just capture. Oh, okay. I figured out this one. I think this might not be a ko problem. This might be a capture, like an under the stones problem. So I push here, I connect here, capture, Atari, counter Atari. So yeah, I need to get better at these problems too. Under the stones. These are tricky. Also, for Sumego, it is perfectly fine to look at the answers. Some people say no, it's perfectly fine to look at the answer. Like here, you can click something to check stuff after you've tried it. See the answer. But this is like AI answer stuff, so it's not always going to be accurate. But this one, this one. Let's see what it wants with this one here. This one, what does it want here? Yeah, it just says no. Okay, good. That's what I thought. I was hoping it did. So the AI is not completely accurate, but this idea, yeah. There we go. If you missed the problem 3+ times, look at the answer. I would actually say if you, it's not about missing the problem too many times. I would say if you don't know the answer right away, like the first time, I think it's good to look at the answer. Especially the easier problems. Because the point of a lot of easier problems is to just get you to understand the technique. And so after you've seen it a few times, it becomes easier to remember it. Yeah. I think when you get to just reading practice, because Sumego, like solving life and death and reading practice, they actually are kind of separate. Part of Sumego is exposing your mind to moves, and then the other part is the reading practice. So if you sit here and read it out and you can't figure it out, it just depends on the purpose of the Sumego you're doing. But with easy problems, I would just say if you can't figure it out, you try the best variation you can think of. If you couldn't figure it out, it's fine to just look at the answer right away. And then when you encounter the problem again, you should be able to remember the answer. Because an easy problem is also just a hard problem. Is like it's going to be the same as actually a hard problem, but the hard problem is going to be a different variation with the same answer, or further back before it got to the simplified position. Yeah, anyway, this next one here. Push, block, Atari. That should just be dead. Like, this is actually a good example. This would be the hard problem. This would be the easier problem. Like, just this one exchange here makes the problem significantly easier. And this is actually how a lot of Sumego is done. So if you've never seen this move before in this easier problem, then you will have a harder time figuring out the answer right here. So this is actually good example. Thanks, Golaxy. Good example. Yeah, so I think that's like the trick with Sumego. Easy problems, you need to be able to know that. Yeah, just in time, exactly, yeah. So when I read, sometimes I'm just reading this 1 and 2 exchange, and then I can recognize that this is a dead shape already. I don't have to read the rest of this because I've already done 1,000 easy problems that are just like it. Maybe not 1,000 of this exact one, but you know what I mean. I've already done a bunch that are exactly like this, so I already know the answer. So this is actually all that I needed to read in order to figure out the answer for this problem. 1, 2, okay. Now it's solved. This is already done. Can't do that one, right? Yeah, I've already seen all these, so I know the answer. It's the same for in-game, too. Playing moves in-game. Sometimes you only need to find one move, and then you already know the next couple moves you probably have to play locally. This is an awkward shape for white. This is like a hot-headed 2 stones. I already know that one of these moves is the correct move. Likely. Because if I bump here, they just pull back. That already fixes. So if I take that move away, then I have something here already. So the next question is the next move here was likely the Hane. Because I can connect underneath. And if they don't let me, then this is just Shortage of Liberties. This is what I mean by shape, too. Another good example. Told you I like the Golaxy stuff. It's fun. Doesn't look like I have any marking tools, though. But here, I already know the Hane at the head of 2 stones shape. I don't have any Ataris on the outside, so I already know that my shape is really strong. So that means there's a couple different ways to take advantage of this shape. One of them is Hane and extend, but I don't have enough liberties. One of them is this move, but in this case, it looks like it's not good enough. And then the other one is this move. Those are like sort of the 3 moves there. You can also do this one too. Any of these moves are good. Because of the shape, not for the Sumego. All I did was look at the shape here. Then here it just depends on how your opponent responds. If they do this one, it's easier to read. Or you can do it the other way too. And if they do this one, you just have to know that you have to threaten to connect and then kill. But another technique I've seen a bunch of times. This one's in-game. This is a Sinte move for him, but this is big. So I want to extend here. Now this is different. If I Hane, let's go to try. If I Hane, he can throw in, and this makes it so that this is no good. Then he can play here and go back. And I didn't gain anything. This is just in-game technique you have to learn eventually. Extend is better because it gets you more points in this corner. This one is... okay. I think We need to get rid of his eye, and we need to take an eye. He has to connect, take a liberty, he can Atari, and then I can capture. The corner has a lot of secrets. Hmm. So there's no way to get rid of the eye here, so there's only one move in this Sumigo. So you have to take this eye. And yeah, so this isn't another under the stones one. So when you do this one, they push and they throw in. You have to capture a few times and then connect on the outside. So you can capture again. These ones were tricky when I first saw them. That's even the one I stumbled on earlier, was the under the stones one. The kind of tricky problems. Because you have to see that you can recapture something. Oh, this is just, I don't know why this is here. This is just shape recognition again. This shape here. This is a 19, almost. 019. So that's my coordinate. This tiger's mouth shape with extensions on the side is just a very common shape. It's the J group. Yeah. Yeah, Seki and Kogic every time. Yeah, Seki is that. I remember Seki tripped me up for a while until I figured it out. Like this one's dead. This is a bent 4. But Seki tripped me up a lot. And Ko still gets me. I'm finally getting used to Ko. It took me quite a long time to get used to Ko. That's why I think 101 Wei Chi is way better than any other resource I used when I was first starting. I think I just used goproblems.com when I first started. And like almost no answer on goproblems.com for the easy problems were Ko. So when I finally got to problem sets that had Ko, I just couldn't figure them out. And that's why I think 101 Wei Chi is definitely way better, because even easy problems have some Ko in them now. But yeah, there were some flashbacks there. I think OGS has problems, right? Didn't it have problems? Puzzles, yeah. There we go. I don't know which ones are good on OGS. I have no idea. I have not tried any of them. Well, I've tried some random ones, but I haven't tried enough of them to know which ones are actually the best. But definitely 101 Wei Chi is way better. There we go. Look up famous collections sometimes, yeah. I think just signing up for this website, and then I haven't used it in a while because I've been using the Galaxy one. But just doing this is probably better. Let me go to display. There we go. Yeah, just 101 is probably the best option. I like to I think there's look, it blocked out. What is going on, 101? Did it again? It did it again. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It still works. Still works. I think you do need an account. I think you do. But I think I haven't worked through these yet. I need to try to rank these up, and I won't be doing that today. But it's the Go Strength test. It's the Guan, I think it's what they call it. And these are really good to do. Even like just doing these 15 Q1s, you want to try to do them as fast as possible. That's sort of the point of this. Because these are timed. What's this? Show my? Oh. All right. So this one I did in 17 seconds. This was 25 seconds. There's 10 problems each in each of these. 28 seconds, 17 seconds, 42 seconds, 50 seconds for all 10 problems. As you can see, it gets higher as the ranks go up. I didn't even know this before. Learn something new every day. Yeah, just trying to do these as quickly as possible. Because if you can do these quickly, that means you know these answers. And then just doing the second option, which is blanked out for some reason. You're able to do problems that are your rank, whatever your rank is over here. This is 1Q plus over here, right? So whatever the rank is here, it'll just give you these problems. And it'll give you percentages, how many you got correct, how many you got wrong. So you can keep track of it. And I actually don't think you should do a ton of problems every day. If you're enjoying it, it's fine to keep going. But you really only need to do like 10 to 20 problems and think about them at your rank. Just if this is a hard problem for you, you just need to sit here and think about it. And that's it. This is an interesting problem. I don't know why, but I want to play here. Not exactly sure why. I didn't read it out. Let's see if it works. Oh, it doesn't work. See, I wanted to play here. Didn't work. But yeah, see, so completed today, 1 problem. Correct 0. Average difficulty and everything here. So just do like 10 or 20 problems in that range that are your rank. Then you're good. And the only time where you want to do a lot of problems is with like these little guan, this stupid thing, these little guan problems that are lower than your rank. You can do like 100 of these because this is taking me like 10 seconds for each problem. And so 100 of them won't take me that long. But even if you're 10Q or 5Q, even doing 15Q, 14Q, these are all still good to do. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this today. Must be something going on. Could be me. Could be me. Their images are wrong in some way. I don't think I have any ad block on this website. Do I? I do. Let me turn it off. I try to turn it off on websites that I use often. So it's not ad block or anything. There's no ads on here, I think, either, other than the ones that they have for themselves. So it's weird. But then it's also eventually good to do book problems as well. Yeah, Galaxy's fun, though. I still have this open. I should see the answer. Let's try to read it out for real. Huh. This feels like it could be an answer too. This feels correct. This feels good, guys. This feels really good. Feels like it's like a co. If I do this one and he connects, that's annoying. If I do this one and he connects, I can connect underneath. Kind of. As a co-shape. This one? No. It wants the other one. Oh, I can't go back here. I have to press play again. No, it doesn't want that one either. All right, let's just look at the answer. This one first. Okay, because I can throw in here. All right. Cool. And see, this is why I want to look at the answer. Because I saw this, and I saw that I could potentially do this, but then I wasn't sure how to answer the others. Oh, I can't do that. This is so annoying. It's being annoying today. I think there's something wrong with it today. I think there's actually something wrong with it today. Explorer should let you mostly do stuff, but it's not doing anything right now. So I think they're actually having some issues, or they're updating it right now. I think right now everyone just went to bed in like China and Korea and Japan, right? They're all just now getting to bed. So this might be their update time where they're doing stuff. I know that we do that with our websites in America. We wait till everyone's asleep and then we we update stuff. That might be what's going on. Because it's not letting me do this sort of stuff right now. But that's why we got Galaxy. Yeah, anyway, this is what I mean looking at the problems. Because I could only really think of this bump instead. That was no good for me. But now that I've seen this, I know that, oh, wait a minute, this is a way to make this shape here. We want this shape to be a throw in here for me. If you play something else, we're likely able to just do this one here, and it's just a dead shape on the inside. There we go. Let's go back over here. I think I'm gonna make a specific one for Galaxy because I think this looks nice. I like how it fits nicely. It always puts everything in the right spot. Oh, this is like we need to do shortage of liberties thing here. Yeah, like the Chochikun problems. That's what I was gonna say. I forgot already. The Chochikun problems and like Never Ran to the Harder problems. Yeah, I know people like Sumego Hero. I think it's good to do like collections once in a while, like the Chochikun stuff. Like a collection is just a good way to measure how well you're doing. So like if you can do the Chochikun elementary problems, then you're likely if you can finish all those problems within a reasonable amount of time. There's like 900 of them, and a reasonable amount of time is like an hour or maybe 2 hours maximum. Then you're probably a single-digit Q reading level. I know I can do it in about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And so that's why I like collections. It's sort of you can sort of gauge how well you've gotten to a point in your reading. All right, let's see. Oh, but as you saw, that 1Q problem, 101 Wei Chi, is way harder than any of these 2-dan problems. So I probably need an eye. If he takes this liberty, I don't have that many liberties. So what do I do here? This is tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3. Ah, so don't take this maybe. We need to make sure that he is connected here. I do this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just a good capturing race problem. You don't want to throw in. You want to do this one and then take liberties. This is like a trap problem. It's trying to trap you into playing the wrong thing. Because normally, with capturing race problems, you want to make your eye first. But in this case, if you make your eye, then you lose a liberty. So this is like teaching you to make sure to actually read it out. Don't just play it by instinct. Which I do. I do a lot. I just play by instinct. Easy game. Oh, this is just dead shape. Yeah, I think a lot of these are much easier than 101. Much easier. This is like a common shape. Like the crane's nest shape. So if you learn the crane's nest Tetsuji, you can find this answer. This one's different though. Looks like I want to reduce as many liberties as possible. I don't want to do this one. I want to come back to this side first. Because if I do this one, it's a ko. And that's no good. Huh. This is kind of an interesting problem. If you play here, I think this just works. Let's see. Shortage of liberties idea. You're taking the vital point to create shortage of liberties. I think I'm going to be probably done here in a second with the Sumego. And I might try and show one of the 19 by 19 problems. So I'll just do this one real quick. This one I think I've already done. I did this one earlier. So let's do one more. Yeah, this one I haven't done yet. Okay. This one could be a ko. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, that. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, so I think it's a ko. If I turn here, I can capture here directly. If I capture this one, that's just alive, right? Yeah. So it doesn't want me to do this way? So it does want this one. Okay. I thought this didn't work. Oh, it does work. See? Made a mistake. What I was reading was that he could connect here. For some reason, I was reading he could connect here, but this is something that I make a mistake on every so often. This is seeing the liberties here, right? I can capture, of course. Yeah, I make this mistake in my reading. Which is why I thought I had to do something like this one. But this one is not correct. And I figured if I captured here, there's also this ko as well. So there's two potential ko shapes here. But what I missed was that he can't connect. He has to capture, and then I can get rid of this eye. See, that's what makes that's why it's good to keep going, doing a lot of Sumego, and look at the answers. Because I'm also finding out, I'm not just finding the answer, I'm also finding out that, oh, this is a mistake that I make. So now I can go somewhere and write it down if I want to. Like I can go to, I guess I have, what's it called? I have Obsidian, and I can just go in there, I can copy and paste the problem and put it in there. So I know that I have this issue that I need to pay attention to if I want to do it that way. So that's another reason why it's good to do this, because you can, as I said, you can just collect the problems. Screenshot, put it in like a Word program of some sort, and then have a nice collection. Oh, you do? Okay. I like Obsidian too. I like it a lot. I am not using it as much as I should, but I actually do really like it. I think it's very useful even just for writing itself, but just I know it's supposed to be like taking notes. And you can see your brain, your second brain thing, and I think that's all really cool. Like having all all the notation and stuff you can put in. Um, but I'm not used to writing stuff down a lot yet, so I need to start using it more. But yeah, that's what I've done. Is I do take pictures of these problems so I can remember that I'm having this issue. Anyway, let's do a subject problem here. This is where I think Galaxy really shines. As you can see on the screen, there's capturing races. Yeah. I think it's a really cool idea. Yeah, we have capturing races, balance, which is like, I get my friend told me it's sort of a Chinese concept of the game. How am I playing this on the browser? Oh, this is just 19by19.com. See if I can send that. I can. Okay. But yeah, just 19by19.com. You have to make an account, and you sort of need someone to either have a phone that receives international messages, international text messages, or a Chinese phone or something in order to make an account. But anyone can make an account. It is even in English technically. You just have to be able to receive the text message in order to do it. But yeah, this is what's the most useful thing, because it has these sorts of subjects here: erasure, framework, settling your weak groups, playing in the opening, and these are the different ranks. You sort of figure it out as you go along because not everything's in perfect English. But this top one, this is 8Q. It starts at 8Q. And so that's the earliest you can do. So if we look at, let's do an opening problem. Actually, no. That's like a really common. Let's do a settling weak group at 8Q. So there's like 100 problems. There's a bunch of pages of problems. I think there's 100 of them. And so here's the first problem. Oh, this is a similar problem. Interesting. Okay. But the idea here is that it has coordinates already, which is why I think I might want to make a specific scene specially for Galaxy. But the idea here is that you're playing against the 8Q bot. And you have to finish the game from this position. Or you have to play 40 moves or anything like that. And so in this case, you're white, because this shows the last move, and you need to figure out what's going on the board and try to settle the position. And this is a settling weak groups. This is the idea for this one, settling weak groups. So if we start,
对局开始
oh cool, I got some of these back. Anyway, I need to notice that he's not alive here and that I have some weakness here. And so I want to try to connect up my groups and surround him. And then the 8Q will play a move. And we need to make sure not to get dead here. So like, looks like we can play just this connection should be fine. This gets rid of the throw in. This group is also a little bit weak, but we can connect here, which makes this group alive. And now he's not alive. And so we just need to figure out if we need to connect here, right? So if he cuts here, we Atari, and we can net. So this side should be fine. So he can't cut. And if he pushes and cuts through here, this group is alive. So that should be okay. So the last thing is if there's any open space here, it looks like there's a little bit. And so I wouldn't mind fixing this shape. I'm going to play it like this. Yeah, now this group is not alive. So he's playing first. I could try to go for the kill, but I want to make sure my other group's alive. So I'm going to play this move, fixing all of my shape. I think I can back off and fix my shape over here as well. If this group is dead, then I want to protect my end game, so I'm going to play here. And I don't have anything to worry about for this cut. So it looks like I can play a big move. And see, like now, instead of having to worry about any groups or anything, I just have to worry about big moves. So this move is really big. And this move is really big. I think I want to block directly. Extend. And this is where I have to be a little bit careful. If I block here, looks like he can play this one in Sente. He can do this one and make another eye. So we want to push first before connecting up. But there's still a lot of Aji here. So I'm going to block this way. And just keep playing. And I'm going to protect one more time in the center here. There's a lot of Aji. And now there's the last move. There we go. So we played 40 moves. Let me show you what it shows on here. Display. So look, I got 3 stars. And the way what it's doing is it's measuring it against how you should be playing. Like how the AI suggests you play. And then the percentage is like the win percentage of the game, basically. So 100% means 100% win percent, and the stars are not necessarily related to the 100%. That's related to how well you played the moves. It might be relative to the AI level. I don't know that. But I think this is really cool. And it's not just about killing this group and then it's over. It's also about continuing to play and like recognizing when this is dead and continuing on elsewhere. So that's why I think this is really cool. And it's the same for a lot of the other subjects as well. If we go back, life and death subject, there we go. I'm just showing the 8Q ones right now. If we go back to, well, excuse me. So they have capturing races here, which should be really helpful. Like attacking. You have to learn how to attack this group. It's a complicated position. You gotta learn how to attack it. This one, this one's actually pretty hard. The correct answer is this one. And then coming over here. This was the correct answer at like 6 done. Because what you're doing with this attack is you are wanting to get some territory out of it. And so we've already done that. This doesn't really work. But I think this is probably closer to 8Q level. I don't know if I need to worry about this. I think I'm fine with answering once, though. Can I do this one? I think I can. If he turns, I have to play a different move, potentially. Or this will work too. Because now I can just block. And I want to answer here, keep myself strong. What am I looking at? This is like a Galaxy training thing, which is really cool. That I really like. There's the Q level one. Looks like I want to do something here. It has you play like 40 moves, and so we're almost there. Ah. I'm fine with going down all the way. Do I have the ladder? I don't have the ladder? Okay. Oh, you got recommended this? You know what you're saying? Oh, this is a Go. The game of Go. If that's what you're asking. There we go. 99.8% win percent, 3 stars. Yeah. If you've never played Go, it's hard to describe. But if you know anything about chess or those types of board games, it's a similar idea of game. It's not the same. I think that's the easiest way to describe. I'm just messing around with stuff on it right now, though. Yeah, so these go all the way up to 9 Dan. 9 Dan being the highest rank you can do, and as low as 8Q lowest rank. So there's pretty good variety with this. It also shows Kifu album. It also has games that I've played, other games people have played. Is this me? Did I play these ones? I think I played these ones. My games that I played. Live. There we go, live. It has any games that are being played live or games that have been played, which are professional games. So it has everything on this website, which is really nice. I think it also has AI evaluation for it too. But the computer is actually really good too. So you have the casual play here, which goes all the way up to 1 Dan Pro and above Pro. So this is like new Pro, strong Pro, AI. I don't think it's exactly that, because I think you can go higher than this, but this is close to it. And you can go all the way down to 10Q at the lowest level. And I think, from what I've seen, this is very close to human-like play. So I think they've done a really good job with this. It's not like the Katago or Ka-Train, which is like... It plays weird moves, but at the Dan level, it seems to be really good so far. But I haven't played too much under that. But there's also this thing, it tells you what these are related to here. Probably a lot better than any yeah, a little bit better. And now this is covered up by my face cam. Let me move that over. But you can see what these are supposed to be. So 10Q, 9Q, 8Q bots are supposed to be similar to like Fox and Taijim 16Q. And then amateur players this is supposed to be related to the real rank level in like I think China. The real levels that you'd see at tournaments. And yeah, so I think this is pretty cool. One thing I do want to try is the 3-Don bot, because I want to see if it's close to 3-Don on Fox or not. So that's what I want to try real quick, and we'll see. If it's close to 3-Don on Fox, it should be a fairly easy game for me. And they should make a few mistakes in the opening, and then maybe even die at some point. But yeah, I do want to test out the Q bots to see if they're actually human-like, but I think I'd probably need someone else to come and play them, or to suggest the moves to play, so that they can have that feeling if it's correct or not. Anyway, let's do the 3-Don, not pre-3-Don. Right, pre-3-Don is 2-Don, so let's do 3-Don bot. Let's try it out. So let's see if it plays anything weird. 5-Don, 7-Don is good so far. So I just need to see if the 3-Don also feels fine.
对局开始。
Let's go back here. We can turn this back on. We can go back to this one here. There are no time limits. You can just play whenever you want. I chose black, I guess. I forgot about that. You can choose your color. But it doesn't play instantly. We'll see if it does at 3-Don. But at 7-Don, it does not play instantly. It usually takes a second to play the move. So we'll see how it goes. Let's do this one. I'm trying to play. Oh, this is Joseki, so it played right away. I'm going to play this one because it's one I like more. See, like this is something I've seen 3-Dons do, actually. Like, this is not necessarily a good move. I'm going to block here. And here. Oh. Let's do this one and extend. All right. Instead of playing here some more, I think I might go to the other side. I don't know which one I like more. I think I might like this one a little bit more. But I'm going to try this one. I don't want to jump out, but I wouldn't mind going to the other side. Oh, interesting. So I think I'm going to do this one, because that'll give me good potential on this side here. I can Hane again. Double Hane. I'll just connect. He needs one more move here to really solidify anything. We did not play it, so I'm going to play first. Oh, can I do this? No, I'll just do this one. This should be fine. And then we want to take this position. Oh. This might be better than 3-Don, I gotta be honest. I'll just do this, though. Should be fine. And take this again. Let's do this one to take the territory. Oh. I don't know which one I want to play. We can see how it tries to handle the bottom here. Which one? Which one? Which one? If I do this one, I believe they shouldn't extend. They're supposed to Hane. Then I extend. Then they do this one, and this one to live. And if I do this one, he goes out here. I can go down. They can play here. So I'll do this one. We'll see what they do. Believe this one might be a mistake. I can just block. Let's go all the way here. Let's see if it's alive. Looks like I can do this one, huh? I do this one directly. V blocks. Gonna double Atari. We can throw in here and kill. And we want to jump back to protect the cutting point. And we want to protect this cutting point, I think. Do we want to Atari first? I think we might want to Atari first. And then protect. Make it solid. And we just need to keep this group protected as best we can. One more extension should be okay. Do I need to play again? I don't think so. I think I can play on the top now to solidify this. Let's do that. Let's block. We'll block again. So there is some cutting, but it probably is fine. So we'll just kill it because we have this connection over here. I can just Atari. And pull back. I'm alive over here. And my shape over here should be fine. So I think we're going to capture the stone. Yep, he wanted me to capture. All right. Ooh. They're losing right now, so they're playing some bad moves, but it's mostly okay. I think I can just back off here. They were able to get in here, which is pretty good. Huh. Capture? No. Okay. I think I can just connect. And I can still come out over here. Yeah, which is a little bit annoying. And then we just need to play big moves now. Big moves. This is big, actually. It's pretty big. This is actually pretty big, too. This Hane should be really big. This Hane should be really big. This move should be really big. And there is Aji here overall. But I think nothing works. You can push once. Then we can Atari. So this is dead. This is dead. We got some territory too. He's got this pretty big area. So let's see if it can kill. We want to try to see if it can kill me if I go into this left side here. I don't know how, but I'm going to try with this move first. And we're going to do this co-shape. Okay, we got a co-shape. This is big enough. Oh, you're amazing. I can't beat you. I want to admit defeat. Sorry, that's adorable. I've never seen this before. That's adorable. Oh my gosh. So it does know how to resign. That's really funny. That's really funny. Okay. That was really funny. I've never seen that. That's really cool because I'm usually playing the higher level one, But that was that was really funny. Oh wow, that was good. I don't think I played perfectly here. I think there's ways to play better, but I just wanted to play and see how it happened. And I think like I've seen people do this actually. Um, if I really want to keep this game simple, I'm going to split instead of approach here because I got a really good result on the bottom. So I would actually want to play something like this. If I do this one, I believe I can do something along these lines. Now this is like a potential combo you can do. But if I just live over here, then he doesn't get this really large area, which means that this left side sort of becomes not as important anymore. It's like really over concentrated, basically. So this would be really good for me. Approaching is kind of a way to, this bubbly noise I'm not sure I like, but approaching is kind of a way to see how they want to do it. Because jumping out here is potentially bad. So I like that they did pincer. This was actually also pretty good, but this means that I can probably take the corner as well. So what I should do here is Hane and take the corner, but I decided to play a simpler move. If they do it this way, I'll just bump. Then I get points in the corner, and they get a little bit over here, but they don't really get to build too much anywhere else. But I think this is actually pretty close to like a fairly human game. I don't really think there's anything that's actually too weird. Let's go back to the game. There we go. I don't think there's anything that's actually too weird here. I think that noises might be slightly too loud still. Where's this sound? Turn it down some more. There we go. That's still too loud. Yeah. It's a lot better. It's the only problem with this. You gotta adjust some things. Let me turn the volume on my end. There we go. Wish I could turn it down a little bit more, but I can't really. Yeah, just pushing and stuff like this. This is totally like a human thing to do. Just keep building up this area. And then this is something that a 3-don wouldn't do though. They wouldn't protect themselves. I gotta be honest. They wouldn't do that. Yeah, trying to live here is fine as well. This is just not supposed to live, like not a living shape. At least not on Fox. Yeah, they wouldn't protect themselves on Fox. Yeah. But they would for sure try to cut and turn this into something if they could. They would probably try a little bit more of a severe move. Something over here. That's what I would expect. Like try to attack. You know what I mean? But there's weakness here, which is why the AI decided to play from this side to get rid of the weakness a little bit. And then I just tried to live in the corner, which is something I've seen many times as well. At 3-don especially. And I probably should have played a little differently. Like this move should be here potentially. That would have made sense later on. But as I said, I wasn't trying to play the best move, just trying to play moves. And I shouldn't capture here either. But it's fine. It's not too big of a deal. I should just be winning. Let's see what it says, territory. Yes, I'm winning by a lot of points. Even letting them get into here, I'm winning by a lot. So the only issue with Golexy is that you do have to pay for a lot of features. I might join the membership thing whatever it is. I might do that here, but I'm not sure I want to yet. Because I don't think you need it, but I might do it because I use this. I've been using this a lot. Yeah, just all these big in-game moves. Game should be good. And yeah, I played this incorrectly as well. I can Atari, and then go. Yeah, I'm already just ahead by like 10 or more points. And then if I can do anything on the left side, the game's just way over. Or if I can use the left side to get any benefit anywhere else. So I think just for now, this move is big enough. And then the game's over. Yeah, I think that was actually like pretty good. The only thing I've seen with like any of the other bots that I've played, pro game review, yeah, I've been thinking about the pro stuff. Well, let me finish this thought first. But any bot that I've played, I feel like they play like very, very weird moves, whereas I feel like there were no weird moves in this game. This was all really normal, trying to get ahead, trying to win moves. So I really like Golaxy for playing at different ranks. But yeah, pro game review. I have been thinking about them a lot, and I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do it. So like my preferred method of pro game review. Let me open up this here. There we go. Oh, this looks like it actually fits in the same spot the Galaxy fit. That seems perfect on accident. Let me turn off the coordinates, see if it still works. It's close enough. I'll leave it for now. But seriously, I think I saved a game. But the Shinjin So versus Byung-Sung-il. Was this the game? No. No, it wasn't this one. This is a newer one. It was one of the Byung-Sung-il games. I don't remember. But yeah, the thing I've been looking at with let's open it in editor. There we go. Well, the thing I've been looking at with pro games, like I'm just not sure if I want to do this or not. I'm gonna change the color. Because like what I like to do, what I think is the most useful for pro games, which is what I talked about in that pro game review, was I think it's very important to guess the moves. So here we have Shin Jin So versus Choi Chawan. And so I look at the first 4 moves here. Oh, it doesn't scroll yet. Okay, can I scroll back? Maybe turn it off scrolling. I thought it was on before. Maybe he turned it off. Anyway, I won't worry about that for now. Yeah, so we have these 4 moves here, and then I like to sort of guess the move. And that's what I think is the most useful for pro games, even for the video thing. I think that's an important idea to show to everybody. And so I know that it will make the videos longer. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. But like for here, I don't know if I necessarily care too much about the first move here. But like, could play around A, could play around B, or taking some sort of 3-3 point. I think I personally prefer somewhere around A the most. And then we look at the next move. They took a 3-3. We want to try to learn how to block from one side or the other. You know, and so like if I talk about every move, I'm not sure if that's too much, or if I want to just go like, we look at the game, and then when it's a deciding point, like right here technically is deciding. The most common move that's played nowadays Oh, not that one. Most common move that's played nowadays is to block on this side, which would give us, let's just extend, give us this sort of formation, which allows white to come this direction or to take the corner. I can turn off the show variations. Both of them. Oh, it's not working right away right now. Maybe I need to do there we go, it's gone. Yeah, so like maybe like only like big decision points I could talk about. It's like normally this is how you block, but it's perfectly fine to block this way. This is also going to be fine. There's just a different way of playing, but since he can't follow up here, the other block makes more sense, etc. Like maybe that sort of idea. And then it's like, what's the next best move? Approaching this move is always really good. Playing here is always useful. Taking the 3/3 or approaching, right? Like there's lots of different ways to talk about it. I'm just not sure, like, yeah, I'm just unsure how I want to do it. If you think that type of pro review would still be really fun, I could try making a video like that and see how it goes. Because like here, it's a good question. Should black try to attack this stone, or should you try to back off? The move that I think I would play, of course, is just backing off. But if you back off, then white gets this move for free, and when white plays here, this feels like a good exchange for white. White got this approach for free. And if there's this attack, then it feels a little bit like white's going to be fine here. Whereas if you try to attack first in some way, yeah, anything to translate, yeah. I guess it would be simplifying the game to some extent. And so that would be my goal. But also to sort of show how I suggest to study the game, because it's about comparing your move to the actual game move. So that's what I'd be doing here. Like this is my move. This is how I study the pro game, right? So this is my move that I would want to play. But if white comes back here, I can understand that maybe the formation doesn't feel as good, and that's why he doesn't want to play it. Because it's hard to easily attack this stone, or this group of stones. Whereas in this one, he decided to pincer here. Because now, if white goes back, it's a little bit of a different story on how this works. You don't have to play here. You could also play this attachment. Or you can play other moves. And this is also preventing this from getting an easy base. If he just takes the corner, now this is not as important anymore. Pressing down here would be really nice, because this is just going to be a very flat area. It's not important. So you can actually just Tanuki and pressure the top group, however you want to do it. Right, so that's what I would probably be mostly talking about. But then here, I need to turn this volume down again. I think this volume seems pretty loud. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's see how loud it is now. Yeah, that's a lot better. Do one more. No, that's the last one. Okay, there we go. Should be fine for now. Yeah, so that's probably how I would want to handle it. Yeah, I'll try making one. I was considering it. And I just wasn't sure what pro games to look at either. Like modern pro games only, my favorite pro games, or like the thing that I was thinking that could be fun, or fun for me to do, at least, is I go here and I find a new game that was played. So like this Fujisawa Arena game. And then like I do my normal study of these games and try to figure stuff out. And then the one that I like the most for that week, I can make a video on at the end of the week, or make a video on at the end of every other week, or something like that. I think that could be a fun way to do it too. Just whatever one was my favorite game that I looked at the past month, the past week, the past 2 weeks, or something along those lines. Yeah, that could be fun. Anyway, ooh, I think I did some of the stuff I wanted to try out and to look at here. So I think I probably will be done for this morning. I want to try to make a video tonight if I have time. I know I have to do something in a couple hours, and I should be back home in time, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I was also thinking of potentially making videos about this Go Lexi bot stuff. Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming by. I mean, you're the God King, so it's always important for you to come by. uh, but I wasn't sure if there was any videos I could make about this, but I thought it could be interesting to do some comparisons, maybe, or have someone come on and play the 3-Dan bot who's a 3-Dan and see how they think about it and talk about it. But that could also be good for stream too. So I just don't know. I'll figure this stuff out in the future. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, good rest of your day. I'm sure Ben will be streaming in a couple hours. I think 2:30 he starts his stream, so he should be streaming about 2 hours. So that's something to look forward to. Yes, have a good day. I have to go over here though. There we go.